Prince Jackson had prepared himself for this moment for years, but nothing could have truly readied him for what he was about to see. The eldest son of Michael Jackson, a man whose image is recognized in every corner of the world, walked onto the set of the biopic Michael, expecting to watch his cousin Jaafar Jackson perform. Instead, he was hit with an overwhelming emotional shock that stopped him in his tracks. For one powerful moment, Prince says it felt as though his father had returned. The resemblance was so striking, the energy so familiar, that he had to collect himself before continuing. What began as a movie production instantly became one of the most emotional experiences of his life. Prince later revealed that when he first saw Jaafar in full costume, complete with the signature curls, glittering outfits, and unmistakable stage presence, a flood of memories rushed back. He remembered childhood moments with his father, private family experiences, and the larger-than-life performances that made Michael Jackson a legend. But this was not simply about appearance. Prince explained that Jaafar somehow captured the subtle expressions, body language, and aura that made Michael unique. It was that emotional authenticity that left him stunned. He admitted that he felt an immediate urge to embrace his cousin, because for a split second, it felt like he was seeing his dad again. For Prince, this reaction carried a weight that few people could fully understand. Michael Jackson passed away in June 2009 when Prince was just 12 years old. Since then, Prince has worked to preserve his father's legacy while also building his own life. He's spoken openly about how much he misses his father and the lessons he continues to carry from him. To suddenly see those familiar movements and expressions recreated by someone within the family was deeply personal. It was not merely nostalgic, it was a rare emotional encounter with memories he holds close to his heart. The story becomes even more touching when you consider Prince and Jaafar's relationship. These two were not distant relatives who only saw each other during holidays. They grew up together and shared countless memories as cousins who felt more like brothers. Prince recalled making funny home videos with Jaafar as children, playing around and imagining creative scenarios. Neither of them could have predicted that years later they would reunite to tell one of the most important stories in entertainment history. That journey from childhood imagination to a major Hollywood production makes this moment incredibly meaningful. Jaafar Jackson, the son of Jermaine Jackson, was selected after an extensive search to portray his legendary uncle. Even though Jaafar had musical talent and strong performance instincts, taking on the role of Michael Jackson was a monumental responsibility. Michael is not just another celebrity, he's one of the most influential entertainers of all time. His dance moves, vocal style, and appearance are etched into global pop culture. Millions of fans know every detail of his performances. Any actor stepping into this role would face enormous pressure, and Jaafar knew exactly what was at stake. What made Jaafar stand out was not only his physical resemblance to Michael, but his deep respect for the role. He reportedly spent years studying concert footage, interviews, and behind-the-scenes moments to understand his uncle's mannerisms. He focused on the smallest details, from the way Michael tilted his head to the rhythm of his breathing before performance. He wanted to do more than imitate the King of Pop. He wanted to honor him. According to those who worked on the film, Jaafar approached the role with extraordinary discipline and dedication. Prince says that although the family always believed Jaafar had tremendous talent, what he accomplished exceeded every expectation. Watching his cousin transform into Michael was both shocking and inspiring. Prince described the project as one of the greatest experiences of his life. That statement speaks volumes, because Prince has spent years protecting his father's legacy. He would not offer praise lightly. His emotional response suggests that Jaafar delivered something truly special, something that resonated on a deeply personal level with the people who knew Michael best. The biopic Michael has been one of the most talked about film projects in recent years. Directed by acclaimed filmmaker Antoine Fuqua and written by Oscar-nominated screenwriter John Logan, the movie follows Michael Jackson's journey from a talented child performer in the Jackson 5 to a global icon who changed music forever. The production set out to capture both the dazzling triumphs and the intense pressures that shaped his life. From humble beginnings in Gary, Indiana, to sold-out stadiums across the world, the film aims to show the man behind the legend. Fans have been especially eager to see how the film recreates Michael's most iconic performances. The moonwalk during Billie Jean, the groundbreaking Thriller era, and the explosive Bad tour are all expected to play central roles. These are not just famous moments, they are milestones in entertainment history. Recreating them requires an extraordinary performer with technical precision and emotional depth. Early reactions suggest that Jaafar met that challenge in spectacular fashion, earning praise for capturing the spirit and energy that made Michael unforgettable. According to people who were present during filming, the atmosphere on set became electric whenever Jaafar performed. Hundreds of extras reacted with genuine excitement, screaming and cheering as though they were watching Michael Jackson himself. Some were moved to tears. Others stood in stunned silence, amazed by the uncanny resemblance. This reaction was not staged. It was a natural response to seeing a performer who embodied one of the greatest entertainers the world has ever known. That authenticity helped convince everyone involved that the film was achieving something remarkable. Prince has a role as an executive producer gave him a unique perspective on the project. He was not simply observing from the sidelines. He was directly involved in shaping how his father's story would be told. That responsibility is significant, especially given the complexity of Michael Jackson's life and legacy. Prince has made it clear that he wanted the film to highlight his father's work ethic, creativity, and humanity. He hoped audiences would see not just the superstar, but the dedicated artist and loving father he knew privately. For Prince, participating in the film was also a personal act of remembrance. It allowed him to revisit moments from his childhood and reflect on the impact his father had on his life. Michael Jackson was known to the world as the king of pop, but to Prince, he was simply dad. He was the person who offered advice, shared stories, and encouraged his children to be kind and compassionate. Watching Jaafar recreate those familiar gestures and expressions brought those memories to the surface in a powerful way. The emotional significance of this experience cannot be overstated. Grief does not disappear with time, it changes, but certain moments can bring feelings rushing back unexpectedly. For Prince, seeing Jaafar transformed into Michael was one of those moments. It was as though the distance of nearly 2 decades suddenly vanished. The experience reminded him not only of what he lost, but also of the enduring strength of his father's presence in the family and in the hearts of fans around the world. Jaafar has spoken about the tremendous honor and responsibility he felt in portraying his uncle. He understood that this was not just another acting role. It was a chance to celebrate a family member whose influence on music, dance, and popular culture remains unmatched. Jaafar reportedly poured his heart into every scene, determined to respect both the public icon and the private man known by his family. That personal connection gave his performance an emotional sincerity that audiences are already responding to. Members of the Jackson family have expressed strong support for Jaafar's portrayal. Matriarch Catherine Jackson is said to have been deeply moved by his transformation and proud of the care he brought to the role. Such approval carries enormous significance. Catherine witnessed Michael's rise from a gifted child in Gary, Indiana, to one of the most famous figures in history. Her confidence in Jaafar suggests that the family believes he has captured something authentic and meaningful. Public reaction to Prince's comments has been overwhelmingly emotional. Fans around the world have shared messages describing how touching it is to hear Michael Jackson's own son speak so candidly. Many said they could not imagine the impact of seeing someone so convincingly embody a beloved parent. Others praised Prince for entrusting his cousin with such an important responsibility. Across social media, one sentiment appeared again and again. If Prince felt like he saw his father again, then Jaafar must have delivered an extraordinary performance. This response highlights the enduring love people feel for Michael Jackson. Decades after his greatest achievements, his music continues to inspire new generations. Songs like Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal, Man in the Mirror, and Black or White remain cultural touchstones. His choreography is studied by dancers worldwide. His influence can be seen in countless artists across genres. The excitement surrounding Michael proves that his impact on entertainment and global culture remains as powerful as ever. The film also introduces younger audiences to the story of an artist whose accomplishments reshaped music history. Michael Jackson was more than just a chart-topping singer. He revolutionized music videos, redefined live performance, and broke barriers of race and genre. He became a symbol of artistic ambition and relentless perfectionism. Through this biopic, viewers who were too young to witness his rise can gain a deeper appreciation for the talent and determination that made him a legend. Prince has often spoken about the lessons his father taught him. Michael emphasized empathy, generosity, and the importance of seeing the world from other people's perspectives. Those values continue to guide Prince in his personal and professional life. By helping produce this film, Prince is extending that legacy. He is ensuring that audiences remembered not just the performer who dazzled millions, but also the human being who cared deeply about his children and about making a positive impact. One of the most remarkable aspects of this story is the way it unites generations of the Jackson family. Michael's children and his nephew are working together to preserve his memory and share his story with the world. That collaboration reflects the strong family bonds that have shaped the Jackson legacy from the beginning. It also adds emotional depth to the project, because the people involved aren't outsiders interpreting history. They are family members honoring someone they loved. For Jaafar, this role could become a defining moment in his career. Critics and audiences have already praised his ability to channel Michael's presence with astonishing accuracy. Many believe his performance will establish him as a major talent in his own right. Yet, what makes his achievement especially meaningful is that he approached the role with humility and devotion. He was not trying to replace his uncle, he was trying to celebrate him. Prince's emotional response has become one of the most powerful stories surrounding the film. It offers a glimpse into the deeply personal significance of this project for Michael Jackson's family. Beyond the box office numbers and critical reviews, the movie represents a shared act of remembrance. It is a tribute to a father, uncle, son, and brother whose influence continues to shape the world. As audiences watch Jaafar glide across the stage, hit those unmistakable poses, and recreate the magic that captivated millions, they are witnessing more than a performance. They are seeing a family reconnect with cherished memories. They are seeing grief transformed into art. They are seeing a legacy carried forward with love and respect. The image of Prince standing on set, overwhelmed with emotion as he watches his cousin become his father, is one that resonates deeply. It reminds us that even the most iconic figures are remembered most intensely by the people who knew them personally. For Prince, Michael Jackson is not only the king of pop, he is the father whose presence still shapes his life every day. That is why Prince's words carry such extraordinary weight. When he says watching Jaafar was one of the greatest experiences of his life, he is not speaking as a producer or public figure. He is speaking as a son. His reaction tells fans that this film is more than a Hollywood production. It is a heartfelt tribute created by people who wanted to honor Michael Jackson with authenticity and care. The success of Michael has reignited conversations about Michael Jackson's unparalleled artistry. Fans are revisiting classic performances, rediscovering beloved songs, and sharing memories of how his music influenced their lives. For many, the film offers a chance to experience that magic again. For others, it provides a first introduction to an artist whose creativity changed the world. And at the center of it all is a simple, profoundly human moment. A son sees his father reflected in the face of his cousin and is overcome with emotion. That moment captures the heart of this story. It is about family, remembrance, and the enduring power of love. Michael Jackson's legacy has always been larger than music. It is about imagination, excellence, and the ability to connect with people across generations and cultures. Through Prince's heartfelt reaction and Jaafar's remarkable transformation, that legacy feels more alive than ever. If Prince Jackson truly felt that he saw his father again, even for just a second, then Jaafar Jackson has accomplished something extraordinary. He has given one family a deeply emotional gift and offered millions of fans a chance to reconnect with the memory of a legend. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this one.